My phone like tapped out for a minute. Can you all still hear me and see me? Okay, just to double check. I'm gonna wait 1 second. Right? Are you all? Can someone let me know in the chat? Is everything still coming through? Okay. It looks like it's reconnected now. But yes, if you write down your dream immediately, that always helps. I give you a bunch of tips in the videos for how to like recall your dreams. And then if you still can't remember anything, you could always use the dream of somebody else in your life. So for example, you could ask like a friend or a family member or a partner, and if they have a dream they remember, you could use that one and kind of have them help you in writing it. So a couple of options for you there, just in case you don't always remember your dream. You can use your own, you can use an old one, a reoccurring one, or even ask somebody in your life if you would like to. So hopefully that helps a little bit. Okay, and then for the next discussion, just to go to the next one here, for discussion number 6, this one is about learning. And so for this one, again, you have my instructions, you have the video stuff. For this one, you're going to watch a little clip from The Office. And I'm sure several of you have seen this. It's a very popular like prank and clip. You're going to think about the content we covered in the chapter and how was Jim able to condition Dwight. And so I'd like you to kind of go through and talk about it, what happened in the process, identify the US, UR, CS, and CR in the clip. And then finally, other than amusing pranks, I want you to describe one way you could use classical conditioning either on yourself or somebody else in your life. And make sure it's classical conditioning. If you're talking about rewarding or punishing, it's probably operant conditioning. So try and think of some way this either shows up or you could use this in your life in some way. Okay, and don't forget to also reply to a classmate. So those are your kind of big tasks for this week. Read through chapters 5 and 6 in the book, watch the lecture and lecture video, complete discussions 5 and 6. And then as I mentioned earlier, I did give you a little self-assessment here. So it's worth 5 points, but it's your opportunity to kind of think about your progress in the class so far and if you want to change anything or not. There's no right or wrong answers. Please be honest. It's just your chance to kind of reflect now that 2 weeks are done. And then I obviously also have the extra credit question for you, which I will give you in a minute here. My chair keeps sinking. Oh, get tall and then it'll sink back down again. So let me give you a couple of quick reminders and then that extra credit question. If you have any questions for me, you can put them in the chat while I'm doing that. So first reminder, if you could take a minute to double check your subscription status, that would be really helpful. A lot of you have figured this out and I greatly appreciate the time that saves me. Thank you. If you haven't figured it out, it's not too late. If you could check that every week, that would be amazing, especially like next week as we're into week 4. Some of you might fall off that free 30 days and have to renew. The second reminder I have for you, I'll put in the chat. Our next Twitch live stream will be on Wednesday, January 31st at 11:30 a.m. Okay, so that'll be for week number 4, and next week I'll go over the materials for week 4 along with exam number 2. So if you have any questions about the study guide or anything related to the exam, that would be a wonderful time to ask that from me. Other than that, let me give you the extra credit question for this week and show you where you can find the video and also answer this. So this is the week number 3 Twitch extra credit question. Okay, so for this, I'd like you to watch a little video called Attack of the Quack. And I played this in the lecture video. So if you watch the lecture, you'll find it. You can also find it on Canvas. So if we go back, if you go to the lecture on learning right here, chapter 6 lecture on learning, and then go to the very last page where it says application and scroll down just a little bit. Here is the video right here called Attack of the Quack. It's a little boy brushing his teeth. It's only 1.5 minutes, but it is long enough to show some conditioning taking place. So what you're going to do is watch this little video, and then as I put in the chat, you're going to identify what is the US, UR, CS, and CR. Not define them, but identify them in the clip. And this is definitely one of the harder topics, and so I'm giving you just another opportunity to practice and rehearse. And when you're ready to answer it, you'll click on Twitch extra credit number 3. Since we are in week 3 right here, optional Twitch extra credit number 3. And then up at the top, you click on Start Assignment, which brings up the text box where you can type your response. And then when you're ready, go ahead and hit Submit to get your confetti burst and spaceships today, rocket ships. Very nice. So make sure you do that if you're interested. That is, again, worth 2 points. If you're joining me live, put your name in the chat, or if you're subscribed, you don't have to worry about it. And if you're watching this later and subscribe to Twitch, you can still answer the question on Canvas here to get those points. I will be posting the recording of this a little later today. I have to download it and upload it, but you'll see that up a little bit later. Are there any other questions, thoughts, comments, anything else for me at this point? I think that's kind of everything I wanted to go over, kind of short and sweet. So make sure you get going on week number 3. Week 4 is open for you, but I will talk about week number 4 next week. And don't forget, you can do that extra credit question I just gave you to earn those couple of extra points. So I hope everyone has a wonderful week. Last week of January here as we're starting to finish up that month. Take care of yourselves. Hang in there. Hopefully you're feeling pretty good about the class so far. And I look forward to seeing what you come up with your dreams for week number 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize my video, but I will hang out for a little while if you have any questions for me. Otherwise, I will hope to see you all next week on our week number 4 live stream. So thank you so much again for those of you joining me, and I will see you all next week. Thank you. You as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. You're welcome. Thank you for being on here with me. I love it. I appreciate it. Even though I can't see you, it's still nice to have you here. I know, right? They said that they got a bad grade on the test, and so they hunted me down and murdered me. And then I couldn't look at this guy after that. Like, I'm like, you murdered me in your dream. Like, I understand you're mad, but geez. So ever since then, I have learned that if it's about me, I would rather not know. I would just rather not. Yeah, definitely a little scary, right? You too. Have a wonderful day. Yes. So, baby cakes, yes. So if you are subscribed, which it looks like you're really close, like you have the Twitch icon next to your name, but you just need to go onto my page and click that last button to subscribe on that little purple drop down. So yes, if you're subscribed on Twitch, you can still answer the question on Canvas to get those 2 points of extra credit. Even if you're not joining me live, that's totally fine. I do want to leave room for those of you who I know have other classes and other responsibilities at that time. So hopefully that gives you that opportunity still. You're welcome. No problem. I'm still here if any of you have questions. I minimized my video, but I'm still here for a few more minutes. Great, I'm glad. I think it's really helpful to get an idea of kind of where everybody is at and how things are going. So I'm glad that that was something you appreciated. Thank you for taking the time to tell me that. I love it. I will do that every time after we finish up 2 weeks. I'll give you a little bit of feedback about how the last 2 weeks went, just so you can kind of get an idea of what people tended to miss and how we could improve. All right, everyone. It looks like most of you have logged off, so I'm going to go ahead and close this up so I can start the upload download process before my next class. But if you think of anything else, feel free to email me. And again, have a wonderful week.